as short as his legs. Yeah, they're very short. But she gets there. She could. You know, I've been following along behind her since she was a spring chick, which most people would tell you is always a great place to follow anyway. But that's how it works. You know, you cannot do a trade show or one of these things without at least 2 people. It's impossible.
Mm-hmm. Well, I suppose you could if you were doing only something specific. For example, if you're only doing like truck accessories.
Yeah.
Because some publications are that
that's specific. But a lot of the people we know covering LA Auto are general press in nature. Mm-hmm. They have to gallop. I mean, they sit there, you know, what do you know? You know, do you know of anything, you know, that we should know? And people are sitting there trading off things. You know, you go into something tonight that we don't know about. Yeah. So you know, actually, one of the things we were really disappointed this year was the Sema parties. They used to be famous for Sema parties.
Yeah.
That's basically a dead deal now.
I mean, there were still parties, but they were not what they used to be.
Well, they used to give great big things over, and the Hilton for everybody that would want to come in. I mean, these are some of the people, the most friendly people on earth. They just invite you. Oh, they won't let you in over there. Come in over here. We got lots of free food and drink, and you do that. Those were gone. I mean, a lot of the parties didn't even start till so late at night that, well, you know, by 10 o'clock you don't want to do anything except work. And we were working until, I mean, I don't think she went to bed before 2 o'clock any night. Yeah, not that I saw. So, but we're sitting there, I'm sitting there trying to get stuff. We had got awful slow internet, even though we've got a fast internet card.
What? We have a press room and we have a broadband card.
Yeah.
And
we're a full day behind on loading because of the slow internet, which is
well, part of it is you're like, well, you know, you can get email. Yeah, we could get email, but part of it is when you're loading files that are 300 and 400 megabytes.
Yeah, it takes
time.
It takes a while. Even with a fast uplink, it takes me 45 minutes to an hour. I mean, once I had one of these things said 14 hours on one of my old cams. I didn't load it.
Yeah.
So I'm a day behind on all of that. So, but we're going to get updates because we're now, besides doing wrap-ups, we're also doing vlogs on a daily basis of things we're doing. At least she does. This is personally our first wrap-up vlog we've ever done. So you're going to get to see more of it. So, yeah, because we don't have a lot of things to actually show you this year.
Actually, we don't, because before we've had a lot of things in the press room to show them. But here's one of the things that you do want to stay tuned to, which is our buying guide for the holidays. And a lot of these things are new products that we saw at the Sema show. Yeah,
because what she did was...
We do have other buying guides too for tech and other areas, but this is...
We got toys are coming, but she went and looked at the things, you know, what she thought was hot, and I went over and saw things that I thought were hot, and now we're going to merge them together. We've already talked about it, car wraps. Car wraps, people, there's more than what you might think. There's not full car wraps, there's mini car wraps.
Ooh.
And a mini car wrap, one of the guys told me a mini car wraps are going to be extremely hot because it's nothing more than it's a pre-done, about 4 inches. You know, basically it fits into the metal guard underneath and the area where the doors are on your car. So basically all you do is you sit there and pull the backing off, and you sit there and just put it on one person with a little plastic thing, and you sit there and you can pinstripe your car with a mini car wrap. Okay, before we were so rudely interrupted, but what happened was, like I said, his spring broke on the brinks. I had an airbrush that I used for painting stuff with, so we basically reformulated a mixture. I painted the whole automobile after I'd done the side and fender work with the airbrush. We used the heaters on it, and we had it, by the time he damaged it in the morning to the time he had to take that car in the afternoon, basically we'd done the whole side, painted the whole car, and taken it over to him. So actually they got a better car in return than the one that they traded for. Well, had brand new, bright and painted shape, you know. But they did it like blue silver metallic.
That's probably really pretty.
And it looked really nice, but it's not advisable to paint a whole car. I put it on as white as, You know, I was really fueling up the garage, folks. So, but it can be done, and so I know I really admire the people that can basically paint with one of those things. With me, it was basically like T-shirts and other stuff. But then you don't, you know, you like your stenciling, and so you put a stencil up, then you take it off, and then you put another on, another color. So sort of like you do this thing with it, but you know, but like I said, that's one of my early tips. I want to talk more about what the car wraps and things can be done, but we're also going to talk tools. We're going to be talking. I mean, she's got a whole listing of stuff that she's got. It's going to be more than a top 10 list, I think.
It is much more than a top 10 list, because I looked at, part of it is before we went to the Sema show, we read all the press material, or scan all the press material, so I marked all the things I was interested in, and then went to the new products area, and then we looked at a couple of the different things, so there was a lot to see.
Part of my list is on my recorder. Generally, I don't take. I go through and I don't bother to take notes. I just stick it in my head. But
well, what I did was they had these things where they scanned it, and so they gave me a printout. And in addition to that, everything I scanned, I took a picture of. Yeah. And actually, some of them I didn't scan. I just got pictures of them.
Yeah. So she's got a whole bunch of really nice things, and she will have pictures that will go up with our thing. I mean, mostly, and like I said, one of them I already did. One of my top things is already on the internet because I did a 3D video of them doing the car wrap. But I do have more on car wraps than that. So you're going to see that. So until next time, this is Old Kim.
And this is not a spring chicken. We're here yesterday, today, and tomorrow in 3D as well as 2D.
Yeah. For more information, go to www.montybowles.net on the net.
And wherever you're watching us, subscribe to us, follow us on Twitter. Yes, we're going to be doing a lot more Twitters.
Yeah.
Because somebody lost their cell phone at Sema.
Yeah, somebody basically had a cell phone withdrawal as a result.
I know.
Yes. It was me, of course. Everybody knows how much I love cell phones.
No, That
I can't live without one.
Actually, because we had planned to do lots of Twitter updates. We did quite a few, but not like we had intended since I lost my cell phone.
And my cell phone isn't meant to be used for that purpose because I don't like, I hate the internet particularly when it does it.
So we have a lot more that's coming for you. So stay tuned for our daily newscast in 3D, and thank you once again for over 40 million likes on the internet.